Hello, this is Eli Martin, or Eli Martin 15, or Bluesydiamond. If you're new and joining me today is Monica Zarraga, and she's going to ask me a few questions. She's noticed my Saints Row tattoo, my fleur-de-lis, which means, loyalty. It's royal purple, and then it's like a Catholic kind of symbol. Because the first Saints Row game started in church, like a church, so they're called the Saints. But we'll get to that later. Monica Zarraga, what is your first question?
Well, I hear Saints Row is your favorite gaming franchise.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is your favorite feature of Saints Row?
Well, the driving. I like the driving over Grand Theft Autos. It's very, tight and controlling. And you can power slide by just touching a button. Like for Saints Row 3, it's A. And for Saints Row 2, it's X. So they're moved a little differently. So that's pretty cool.
That is cool.
Yes.
What's your favorite character?
My favorite character would probably be like Johnny Gat. Like he's really cool and stuff. I like how he's like he's like that like Trevor Grand Theft Auto kind of character. I like how like Johnny's like really loyal and shit, and he's also very like crazy and stuff. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And also like Johnny Gat, Kenzie, the little hacking nerd lady, Shondi's really cool. I really liked her. Stuff like characters like that. Saints Row's got a really cool like characters like Pierce and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What's your next question?
What is your favorite store in the game?
Obviously probably Planet Saints, but Nobody Loves Me is really cool because it's like one of those like, it's like one of those like little internet kind of jokes because like, it's like one of those like raw MySpace kind of jokes.
Raw XD.
Yes, raw XD. But so it's stuff like that. Let's Pretend, which sells all the little costumes and shit. That's pretty cool. There's obviously like there's rim jobs, which you want to use an incognito to Google that.
Oh God, yeah.
But there's stuff like that. Saints Row is a really fun series. Next question.
What are your thoughts on the logo?
The logo, well, it's tattooed, so I think it's pretty cool. I love it, really. The fleur-de-lis. I mean, people who aren't into it. I had a boy at school. He was like, "Oh, that's a saint thing, right?" And so people, they know. I tell some people, it's the French symbol for loyalty because it's royal purple, and it's like off a king crown. I've told people it's a lily pad. Just different stuff like that, really. I mean, because they're all just kind of different things,
Yeah.
Yeah, but I love it. I love the logo because it's in the games constantly, so it's very iconic.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on the color?
Well, purple. It's funny because you wouldn't automatically think purple for a gang, right? But then when you think about like royal purple, how purple used to be the expensivest color to get because of how hard the dye was to produce. So that's pretty cool. I mean, obviously my favorite color is blue, but like I feel like the purple diamond or the purple of the fleur-de-lis and the diamond, this blue, go really well together.
They do.
Yes, so thank you. But I love it. It's really cool. Next question.
What's your least favorite feature?
Saints Row, obviously I love it. It's my favorite series and stuff. But there are, a few things. Like Saints Row 3, I love that game to death. That was, my first real video game I ever got into. But holy hell is, there's so much shit that was cut from Saints Row 2. Because, you just play it and you're like, why is so much shit missing, right? Like the story, you play it, you're at Murder Bar. I feel like the story's just too quick, And then the open world setting of 3 is just very bland and boring. It's like Saints Row 2 has so much stuff to do, and then there's a museum area. There's just all these different areas and hidden stuff and secrets and stuff. And it's just crazy how, even with a higher budget than that game, they did a lot, they toned it down a lot. I feel like a lot of cuts. Alright, so my least favorite thing is probably cut content in the Saints Row games.
Mm. Okay. What are your thoughts on Saints Row 1, 2, 3, 4, and the new one?
Alright, Saints Row 1, I really like it. I played it recently. It's very hard. It's very unforgiving. Because if you die at any point, you start at the beginning. Which is very annoying for a 2006 game. But it's very boring. And, it's not boring. It's the first of, like, it's the first Saints Row game, so it's very cut. You know,
you can let it pass.
Yeah, it's there. That's probably a lot of people's least favorite, but that's some people's most favorite, so it just depends. Saints Row 2 is the perfect sequel. It is everything the first game was, and way more. You know, it's like it expands and adds and stuff like that. You can, it's very good. I really recommend Saints Row 2. Because, like, you know, it just adds more content, more this stuff, right? You know?
Yeah.
Okay, Saints Row 3, that was my first Saints Row game. That was the jump-in game. I got that game for free on Xbox Live in, like, 2014. Like, the gold system.
Yeah.
And I had it, and I was like, I have nothing to play, so I'm just download. Because I used to get the gold games every month. And, man, I played Saints Row 3. That game blew my damn head off. That game is so crazy. Like, I love that. Like, that game, like, I have just a love-hate relationship with it. Because I love it so much, but I wish there was a lot more stuff in it. It'll always be that kind of game that's, like, just incomplete to me. Like, I love it, but it lacks a lot. That's my thoughts on Saints Row 3. Obviously, the story, the characters are all really cool. I don't like how they kind of, like, killed, in quotes, Johnny Gat in the beginning of the fucking game. And then they resurrect him in Saints Row 4 through aliens. So that's kind of stupid. Yeah, I didn't like. I mean, it's obviously, but like you don't even see Johnny get killed. You just hear it. You just hear gunshots. So they kind of were like, oh, he didn't really die. He got abducted. So like, yeah. Yeah, I thought that was the only thing that ever just stopped me. But like, obviously, you can unlock Johnny as a zombie and as a giant brute dude.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. But I wish there was a normal Johnny too in the game. He would. I feel like that decision really, really killed that game for a lot of people, and they didn't even want to play it. I heard a lot of people just stop playing after the first mission because Johnny dies. Yeah. Saints Row 4. That is one of the like love-hate games out of the entire series because I love Saints Row 4, but a lot of people hate Saints Row 4. Yeah. So it's like. It's hard because I love a lot of stuff in that game because it has way more content than 3, but it also is not like Saints Row 2 or 1. Like, imagine a Saints Row game with superpowers, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, but like a lot of people are like, what the hell became of Saints Row because it was like a gang kind of game with graffiti and shit like that. I don't think I've ever showed you Saints Row 4, but that one is real. That's like my third favorite in the series because it's like 3, 2, like 3 and 2 are in the same spot, right? But like you know, it just depends. But like 4 is like my third, and then Saints Row 1. I mean, it's all right. I mean, it's whatever to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the new game's really cool. I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, it doesn't have the original Saints members. But, I mean, they've been in the games from 1 to, like, a spinoff. So, it's like, what more can we even do with them? So, it's like, I feel like we've just, like, Johnny Gat, like, hopefully they come back as unlockables or something like that. But I feel like we've really, like, they've really had a whole story, you know? Because Saints Row 4 ends okay. Like, I mean, obviously they get, like, it ends. It's conclusive. You know, it's not like, oh, shit, it's a it's a kind of a cliffhanger, but, like, it's not really. It's more of, like, it's a good ending point. For for the originals. Next question.
Do you recommend it to new players?
Alright, there's a Saints Row 3 remaster that came out, like, last year. And I really recommend, because Saints Row 3 was the first game I got into. and now it's remastered, so there's like no reason to not check it out. You know, it's probably like pretty cheap now. So I really recommend it. Like, I feel like you'd have a lot of fun with it. Because it's just a goofy game where like there's wrestlers and zombies, and it's like crime, and it's just the craziest damn game ever.
Kinds of shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in that game. That is the funnest one. Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto or Saints Row?
Well, when I was younger, I grew up playing Grand Theft Auto like on the PlayStation 2, because I played Vice City, and then I played San Andreas because like my dad had them, and he was really big into Grand Theft Auto like when it came out. So I played Saints Row. I remember he was kind of interested in Saints Row.
Yeah.
So that was really cool. You know, as he was a fan of Insane Clown Posse, you know, he liked how Wade was like a juggalo. He thought that was really cool.
Oh yeah.
He thought like it was cool that like one of the biggest games ever, you got like a juggalo in it. Like that's really cool. So but like I've always been more of a Saints Row guy, really, because like the Grand Theft Auto games, it just depends really, because there hasn't been a new one in years, so it's like what the hell.
Yeah, it's lame.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on character customization?
Customization, it's way better. Like, obviously, it's better than Grand Theft Auto, like Grand Theft Auto Online and shit like that. So that's really cool. I've seen a lot of videos of people making like Batman, Joker, Harley Quinn, just all kinds of people, really.
Yeah.
You know, like just anybody. So that's really cool. There's a lot of time spent creating characters.
Yeah, you can make really cool looking characters.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on car customization?
Like creating cars and stuff. I love being able to turn because there's like a glitch, and I'll come back to this at the end. There's a glitch where you can turn like army tanks pink. I'll have to show you. I'll try to include the footage in this video somewhere, but you can like turn stuff into different colors, so that's really cool.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's very cool.
How long have you played Saints Row?
Since 2014, I think. So a while.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm not like an old school 2006 fan, but like I've been playing. Dude, I couldn't imagine playing Saints Row 2006, seeing where it's at now. Like they're not even old school fans. Like they were fucking. Like they're just a whole league of their own.
For real. That's crazy. What do you think would make the new Saints Row game better?
Honestly, just take all the old Saints Row games, take the best aspects, and just put them in a blender. Like you like you know how 3 had good graphics, but it was pretty boring. You add the good stuff from 2 into that with the graphics, and you can really like I saw the graphics; they're not bad. I just hope it's not very bland. You know, I don't want it to be too bland.
Yeah. Because then it gets all lame. What's your least favorite character?
Pierce. Everybody always makes fun of Pierce because he's kind of like annoying. It's funny because him and Shaundi have like a relationship where like Shaundi will steal his ideas and then she'll tell the main character, and then Pierce will get mad and stuff, and it's just funny. I think he's like kind of like a Johnny Cage character because he's kind of like just kind of a joke. Like all the other characters consider him a joke.
Oh, that's kind of sad.
Yeah, it kind of and Matt Miller, the dude who has the cyberpunk people, he's kind of lame. I never fucked with Matt Miller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite vehicle?
I have a lot. I like the little Tron looking shit in Saints Row 3. Saints Row 2, the race cars are really cool. I love the helicopters and stuff. I have a lot of just stuff. All the unlockable vehicles are always really cool. The Genki launcher, which you can shoot people out like a catapult. That's fun. Yeah, it's really fun.
Grand Theft Auto or Saints Row driving?
Obviously Saints Row. Like Grand Theft Auto. Like I've played I love Grand Theft Auto 5, but the driving has like no weight to it, if that makes sense. Whereas like Saints Row, maybe you could say that the driving's too fluid and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I think Saints Row 3's is kind of like clunky in a fun way because it's more tight feeling. All right, now what's your next question?
How do you get into Saints Row?
In 2014, obviously there was an Xbox Gold system, and I was like, I'm gonna take a chance on it. I've never played it. I'm bored. I'm little. Let's do something. So I played it, and it was crazy. It was an actual. It blew my mind. It was an experience. That game was a trip, and I had not known nothing about the other Saints Row games. So I was like, wow, because I heard Saints Row 4 had just came out, but I didn't really know anything about that because I was little and I wasn't Googling and stuff like that. So I was like, I'll play it, and it changed my life really. Like it's crazy to think like that game changed my life, like because had I not played that one, I wouldn't have gotten into gaming, and so I wouldn't have done a lot of stuff had I not played that game.
Yeah.
Okay. What have you ever had a game like that?
Probably The Sims.
The Sims. Yeah, when I was younger, my sisters had The Sims. Dude, Sims 3 goes hard. I love that game.
Oh god.
I wish they'd
remaster.
Yeah, I wish they'd remaster Sims 3. Like I will go to my urn talking about Sims 3. Like that was that game. Like because we didn't have like internet or anything when I was little, so we just be playing Sims 3. And good lord, the amount of time we put in it is crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fun.
It is fun.
Okay, for the last question, what are your favorite mods or glitches in Saints Row?
There's a lot of glitches in Saints Row 3. Glitch 1, customize non-customizable cars. It's pretty simple. You go to the rim jobs, you click a car that you can like add shit to, and then you back out real fast. And then there's probably a video explaining it better. But you can do this thing where you can customize cars that you typically can't because they're like special cars. So you can change like army tank colors and you can make them like green and blue and just whatever. That one's really cool. There's probably some more. That's the only one. Because there's a lot of glitches in Saints Row 3. And for the sake of this video, I cannot remember any of them. So.
Well, the vehicle one's pretty cool.
Yeah. I'll try to include footage.
Yeah.
So, this has been Eli Martin, or Eli Martin 15, or Bluesydiamond. If you're new, you need to stick around. I just keep saying it because it's funny. Alright. And then with me was Monica Zarraga. She has her own channel. You can check her out on Instagram as Zarraga_0. Okay. Alright. And we're both saying bye. Check out Saints Row sometimes. Bye. Stay hyped for the new remake. Reboot. Whatever. Bye. Bye.